Recording.
Here we go.
Week 3.
Yeah, Cartridge Club Weekly for the July 31st. 7 days.
Does it go by?
Just July of 31 days. Let's look at the calendar.
Does it go by Sunday?
Yeah, it goes on Sunday. I do them by the Sunday, so
Okay.
July 31st.
July 31st, everyone.
So, yeah, we're gonna open.
But it's the Thursday before, so some of the stuff we say might be outdated.
A little bit outdated, yes. So don't stress over that. If it's a problem for you, fuck yourself.
My brother.
Yeah, that's right. Here we go.
So what's up first?
The news up first is CC Weekly. So that's the news segment everybody knows. Three news articles this month this week.
A lot of news. A lot of news. More than I expected.
First one's a big one. I want to announce that the Cartridge Club has partnered up with Microsoft and the Xbox 360 and Xbox One Games with Gold, and we've arranged that for the month of August, starting August 16th. Anybody who has Games with Gold on Xbox Live, either via 360 or Xbox One, will be able to download September's Game of the Month, Beyond Good and Evil HD, completely for free.
Man.
So huge thank you to Microsoft for making this game accessible to everyone in the Cartridge Club that has an Xbox.
How'd you set that up?
Well, I sent Phil Spencer an email, and he responded with, "Please stop emailing me pictures of you in the shower. What will that take?" And I said, all it's going to take is Beyond Good and Evil for free.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And it worked.
It is. I mean, it is. Obviously, we didn't set that up. It's just a fun coincidence.
Yeah.
It's the Fandango effect, as Kevin and Richard would say.
Yep.
That's not distracting at all.
Nope.
And,
So yeah, free. So it starts the 16th, you said?
yeah, August 16th.
Why isn't it the 1st?
I don't know why they break them up the way they do.
Okay.
But, yeah, so just anybody who's listening, September's game free on Xbox if you have Games with Gold, starting August 16th.
Awesome.
That's it's a big deal. That's awesome. So thank you, Microsoft.
That is great. I still need it, but
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have Games Gold, but
And Mighty Q Dog, Eric, pointed out to me that you only have to have Games with Gold on the 360 to download the game, and then if your Games with Gold subscription ends, you keep the game.
so I could use it like a trial code.
You could use a trial code. Not all
Because I
trial
have a trial
codes work, but some trial codes work. The 30-day ones work, and I'm not sure if the 14 days one work. So you could, on August 16th, put your trial code in, download Beyond Good and Evil HD on your Xbox 360, and then you'd have it for free, completely 100% for free forever from Microsoft.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a hook. There's some hints for people now.
There you go. So that is
Thank you, Eric.
that's news segment number 1.
All right.
News item number 2 we're going to talk about is the new NX rumors. Ooh.
There's more.
Dun, dun, dun.
Although it's all kind of the same,
It's the exact same rumors that people have been saying for the last year.
but they keep recycling it so they get more hits.
Exactly. So essentially, there was a news article that broke earlier in the week that people on Wall Street realized that Nintendo doesn't actually have a whole lot to do with Pokemon Go, that it was created by Niantic. And all of the mad stock market people who were rushing to buy Nintendo stocks when the game first came out were suddenly selling those stocks because they were like, oh, you know what, maybe they aren't really financially responsible for this game. It's almost like the people on Wall Street have no fucking clue how the video game industry works. And that they're just randomly guessing at what to buy and sell. That obviously can't be true.
No.
So immediately the day after that news broke, it was almost as if every gaming website, specifically starting with Eurogamer, on the internet was like, well, what can we talk about now that this? Well, let's give Nintendo some more positive spin, or a positive spin, and we'll talk about confirmed rumors for the NX.
Confirmed rumor.
Confirmed rumor. And Nintendo specifically says, so everybody is quoting Eurogamer as the source for this rumor. The rumor is, if you haven't heard it by now...
I think there's a picture, too. We'll put it in here, I think.
Yeah, we might.
Probably not.
If I can't find a PNG of it, we're not, with a transparent background.
Okay.
So the rumor is that the NX is a handheld device that will also be able to hook up to either a base unit or hook up directly to the television, and you can connect. It actually physically says you can connect two controller ports on the side to connect controllers.
Right.
I can't imagine why you would connect wired controllers. There's no way we're going backwards to that. So if anything, you would connect maybe dongles for wireless controllers. I'm not sure.
It looks like two Wiimotes. It looks like a gamepad that you have on the Wii U, except there's a joystick. Is there a joystick on each side of the gamepad? I can't remember right now.
Yes, there is.
So just imagine you could take that side off and that side off, and those are your two controllers.
Okay, and then the other part would be...
Yeah. So one controller only has a joystick and 2 buttons. The other side has a control stick and 4 buttons.
Okay.
That's what the picture kind of looked like. And then it just looks like a gamepad, and you can take those sides off. That's your controller,
and then it's all touchscreen.
And then you have a tablet, yeah. Or you can connect them, and then you have it as one, and then you can put it in the system dock thing.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that it's not a touchscreen styled gaming system. I do really like the idea of a handheld system that you can connect to your TV and play, sort of like what PlayStation, I think, was trying to do with the Vita TV.
Yeah.
I do like that idea. The ability to sit down and be playing, say, Legend of Zelda on my at home, and then be like, okay, well, I'm going away for the weekend. Well, you know what? I'm going to take the handheld with me and keep playing the same game, same save file. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it does sound awesome.
Until Nintendo actually confirms it, these are just rumors that nobody really knows, that people just... And it's sort of all twisted versions of the same rumor people have been saying for the last year, which is going to tie into our next news segment. So there's really not news here. This isn't news, but it was all over the place. So I guarantee you that when I post this on Monday, I'm going to use some sort of weird clickbait title for this that makes people think I have some sweet NX insider info. And really all I have to say is wait for Nintendo to say what it is.
Yeah.
A good friend of ours, Fitnat, is a big fan of saying that it doesn't matter how many rumors there are until Nintendo comes out and tells us this thing could be a fucking waffle maker. And if it is, people will be upset that it doesn't make pancakes.
Hey, that's a good point. I like that.
So that's news segment number 2. So let's go to news segment number 3. News segment number 3, more Nintendo news. Unfortunately, there's no other... it seems like we focus a lot on Nintendo news, but it's just...
We started with Xbox news.
Well, yeah, we did start with Xbox news, and it's just lately it's been a lot of news about Nintendo. Sony's been relatively quiet. Xbox has been relatively quiet. So Nintendo posted their Q1 earnings report, and they lost, I think it was like $234 million or $274 million in hardware. They claimed due to poor hardware sales, which, I mean, really isn't a surprise. You've got two systems right now, the Wii U and the 3DS. The 3DS was down 7% in sales. You're getting to the point now where you're max saturation on 3DS, where anybody who has one has bought them.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the Wii U, no wonder your hardware sales are down. A year ago, you said we're moving on to a new system.
Yeah.
So anybody who was even on the fence about buying a Wii U is going to go it's the same situation that I have with the PS4. Why go out and buy a PS4 right now when I know there's a brand new one coming out in a couple of months?
Because you need a 4K TV for that one.
Well,
Nobody's
you don't
gonna buy
need
that.
a 4K TV.
To play that one, you do.
You didn't need.
You want the advantage of it.
Yeah, but the games aren't putting it in 4K.
What? Well, why does it exist then?
Well, it will have the ability to output games
Oh,
in 4K.
okay.
But are developers going to take the extra time to do that?
No.
I'd rather they take that extra time and make good games.
Agreed. So buy a PS4. That's not a 4K.
So,
but what were we just saying?
Nintendo
about
sales way down, and
right.
I'm not surprised they're down. When you have one game coming out for your home console over the next 12 months,
And what is it?
Paper Mario Color Spurt or Color Blast or
throw up.
Color Spray. I don't know what the wording is.
Oh God!
Like you haven't come out and said we're done supporting the Wii U, but you have essentially stopped supporting it.
Yeah.
So smart consumers are not going to buy that. Who the fuck is going to buy something that is done being supported?
Has there been like a big price cut recently or anything?
And that's the other thing. The price is the same as it was last year and the year before and the year before that. They've been bundling in different games,
right.
But like even with Splatoon is a great game and it's a lot of fun. But I love the game, and I personally told Kevin not to spend the $80 on it to buy it. Not that it's not worth $80, because I do believe that if you bought it initially, it was worth $80 because you got all the DLC for free, you got all the Splatfests to look forward to. But they just did their last Splatfest, so they've essentially said the servers are staying up, but they're not going to put any more focus on that. And you're telling me you're not putting the effort in. And as soon as you start to tell me you're not putting the effort in, why the fuck I'm not going to spend any extra money on that?
He needs a price drop.
So I do not blame at all consumers for not buying this. Yes, I do. I like my Wii U. Yes, there's a bunch of games on there you can get. But until Nintendo gives it a massive price drop, or they come out and say, surprise, we actually have 35 more games coming out this year, which we know isn't happening, nobody's going to buy it. They're going to wait for the NX.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, the people who were going to buy it have already bought it. The other people are waiting for that price drop, and it's just not coming. I don't know.
That's right. So that same article said software sales were actually up in both the Wii U and the 3DS from last year. So that's good. And that's not a surprise to me for the 3DS, because there is a ton of phenomenal games out for that. It's my favorite system right now. I really enjoy it. I am a little surprised that Wii U sales are up, because I don't know, it has to be Tokyo Mirage, Fire Emblem, Crossover, Shin Megami, Fates, Dance Party,
Something
or
like
whatever the fuck that game is
Tokyo
called.
Mirage.
Because I don't know what else has come out recently that would cause that to go up, unless people are just at this point starting to buy them because they're out of other things to buy.
I don't know.
Is this the end of the world? No, obviously not. Nintendo's a 100-year-old company, so and
it was only what, 230 million?
Yeah. So they've been a company for longer than the combined power of all of the doom and gloom bloggers. If you add up all of the years that they've been on the internet, angrily typing on their keyboards. So I'm sure they're going to be okay as a company.
Oh yeah.
Whether or not they keep doing things that we enjoy remains to be seen. But as for now, I would wait and see what the Q2 report says, because that should include, that would be what, July, August, September. So that should include, that won't include anything.
It's gonna have Pokemon Go.
I guess Pokemon Go will be on there, yeah.
Yeah, it will be.
So that'll increase whatever they've made from that. Will boost that a little bit, and then the Q3 is going to have your NES Minis, which are going to be sold out as we've already talked about, and then Q4 will have the NX, which should help there, depending on what it launches with. So yeah, they lost money. It's to be expected.
Happens all the time.
When you don't put gaming, as we said, is all about games. When there's no games coming out for hardware, why would people buy the hardware?
It's true. They're ready to move on, and so are the consumers.
So I think the main problem is they announced the NX way too early.
Yeah.
When you tell people a year and a half out, like in a year and a half, we're going to break up and we're going to have 2 separate channels. Well, you're going to stop watching this channel. That's not going to happen. We're family forever. I can't get rid of him. I've tried.
Yes.
So we're actually sitting so close right now that my leg is sweating on his leg.
I can feel it running down my leg.
That's news, folks. So next up, we got CC Update.
Yeah. So, update, yeah. What's been going on? I know that I am just currently caught up on STC Pod. It comes out Friday, so we're recording this Thursday.
So we haven't heard the newest one. The one that you'll be
When you're watching this now, we haven't heard that one yet.
I'm sure it's good.
But I heard Toast Bread, so...
Toast Bread, that's right.
That's all that matters to me.
Yep. Nothing new on the STC front. Friday, their podcast is coming out.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to hearing it. I'm hoping we get the answer on the big mystery of where Joe's extra money comes from.
He does not want to say it.
He doesn't. There's no shame in it, Joe. There's no shame in it.
No. I would...
There's no refunds on your Cartridge Club membership or our friendship.
But yeah, there was other things that they mentioned in that episode. Oh, Bill said that we were bashing him on our show, but I don't remember doing that.
It was the...
I remember you bashing him.
Right. So you remember us bashing him. You
Right.
remember me bashing him.
I actually liked the on-the-road recording segment.
Yeah.
So I want more. So
He does.
please don't think ill of that. Also, give us more tips.
If you're going to do the on-the-road recording segment, just maybe before you start it, tell me what point I have to skip to in the podcast
All right.
to get past it.
Keep it raw, keep it awesome. I love it.
So that's SDC. Bonus Barrel.
Oh, sorry, before you go on, SCC Pod has also been posting a lot of pickup videos and stuff like that.
Yes,
so,
they have
so
on
check
YouTube.
those out too.
Yeah. And they're very well shot. Like the framing of the shots.
I just love listening to them.
Very well done.
Don't take that out of the frame. All right. Anyway, good stuff.
Bonus Barrel. Big news coming out of the Bonus Barrel camp. They've added a 4th member, Bonus Barrel 2.0.
New BB member.
That's right.
Shelby.
Shelby is the newest member of Bonus Barrel. She, I think she's in her early 20s, and based on what I've heard in the last 2 episodes that she was on, she's played 4 or 5 games. So
yeah, they always tease her about that. It's funny.
So yeah, you get that to look forward to.
Also, Seiji mentioned that he likes Portal, and there's not that many first-person puzzle games, so I'm going to tell him to check out Talos Principle.
Yeah.
I know Rob watches this, so Rob, tell Seiji for me.
All right, there we go. CC update, we got the Q Dogs.
Yeah, Q Dog House. I'm trying to think if I've seen it this week.
Mr. Q's out of the one console challenge.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
I think that's really it as far as they're doing.
So she won, man. It's over.
She won.
It is official.
So Mrs. Q Dog is I'm sure the guys at Fandango will talk about it when they record Saturday.
Yep. Which
Which is another thing. Fandango's recording this week, so you can
and
expect
this will
to hear
also
that
be out Tuesday. What you're hearing right now, except for the audio. I guess you could hear it.
Yeah. It's a lot of stuff happening.
A lot of stuff.
New video from Retro Nonsense.
Oh yeah,
they put out a new rap video.
Awesome.
It's fantastic.
We got games.
Yeah, you got to check it out. Colleen was actually singing it while doing the dishes.
I love
right after we listened to it. It's really good stuff.
Yeah, all of his videos are awesome. All of his music videos. Check out the Retro Nonsense videos. They are amazing. CC Unite.
As far as games, we got Beat My Score still happening. Nobody's been able to dethrone Steven as the captain
Right.
beat my score.
Surely somebody could cheat more than Steven.
That's right. I mean, how hard could it be to just put the overlay on your TV of exactly what pattern you have to go, and then take it off before you snap the picture to show us the score? So we're counting on somebody out there to topple Steven for next week.
Or at least somebody who's better at save states than him. Come on, people.
Yep. As well,
Just
we
kidding,
had
Steve.
CC streams. Last night we did Mighty Number 9. I cursed probably more than I have in my entire life.
But I heard you beat 2 Robot Masters.
I did beat 2 Robot Masters. At one point I said I'm never doing another vote again because the internet hates me.
I voted that. I didn't even get a chance to watch it. I voted.
And I threw around phrases like fist yourself and,
oh my god, this is on YouTube.
and a couple of hard C's that...
oh boy.
So that's on Twitch if you want to see that. Yeah, I was cursing out anybody who voted for that game. Joe, I know you did, so... Thanks, pal.
We almost made it the whole time without cursing out STC.
Almost. So what else we got? We got CC Game Night. So last Saturday we had Splatoon for the last Splatfest.
Yep.
Great turnout. We had 3-on-3 for a lot of it. And at one point we had a 2-on-1. We had Ryan Gorman from It's Rocket Sauce and
He's really good.
Yoshi Knuckles, who is a dynamite
He's good too.
dynamite player. The two of them teamed up against my 14-year-old daughter.
Oh boy.
And she beat them both in a 2-to-1 turf war. So
That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't have mentioned that.
she's getting a cell phone because of it, and they're just getting shamed.
What? You told her if she beat them?
That I would see if I could get her cell phone.
That is so funny.
Yep.
Nice.
And she did it, and I felt pride.
Attaboy. Well done.
And so this week, the vote is up. At this point, will have already been decided. Right now, Mario Kart is currently winning. Kevin is just getting home from vacation, and he's got Fandango to record Saturday. So I'm going to take over this one, and then he'll be back in action, probably with an Xbox title or something along those lines, the week after, just to mix it up.
Have they done PS3 yet?
They have not. We looked
What can you play?
into it. There's nothing on PS3.
Yeah.
Everybody keeps saying Uncharted 2 multiplayer, but I'd have to buy Uncharted 2 then.
Womp womp.
What is the multiplayer? Everybody just walks around and does
And looks like super sexy.
tells quirky jokes.
Maybe.
Anyway, so I think that's really it that's going on in the club this week.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm sure we forgot some things, but we got a lot in there, so
Yeah.
let's move on.
Definitely. All right. So next up we have CC Spotlight, and I'm just at this moment realizing we have not
I
discussed.
was gonna
it at
say
all.
I didn't know I was hoping you had one. Who are we gonna spotlight?
Who are we going to spotlight?
Let's think.
I'm going to
here.
spotlight Raiho Magnifico.
Yeah, good choice.
So Raiho's been with the club for a very long time.
Yep.
He lives local to us.
Always has witty comments.
Always has witty comments. He's a great blogger over at retrodef.ca.
Yep.
As well, he's on Twitter. He's active on the forums. He comes and hangs out on Twitch. He involves himself in the CC Game Nights.
Yep.
He was the first person to contribute to the Cartridge Club Patreon. He is
I didn't know
also
that.
been trying to help Dean with some of the CSS and coding to line up the
I've seen that. I've
the
seen
image
that.
header on the website so that Vintage can stop stroking out every time he goes there.
Oh boy.
So Raiho's a great guy, super friendly. I definitely recommend checking him out.
Yeah,
he's
awesome.
also part of a podcast called The Sausage Factory, or
Yep.
he used to be.
I think he still is.
And I haven't. Every time I go to watch it, he's never actually there. So I stopped going to watch it because I think he's fucking with us. You know, it's like he's like, no, yeah, I'm part of the Jimquisition. I'm on there all the time.
Also, Raiho had a picture up on the Guess This Game forum.
Yeah.
And it's definitely Turok on 360, I think. But somebody already said it, and he said it wasn't. So I'm like, what? So I went and found the image, and it says Turok 360. So, but he said it isn't. So I need to know. Raiho, is that Turok 360? I need to know.
So that's Raiho Magnifico. You'll find his links down below on this video. Twitter, YouTube, his blog. Great stuff. Great guy.
Great guy.
Definitely check him out.
Yep. He used to be Surfcaster back in the day.
He
You
did.
might remember him from that name.
Yeah. And he's been on a couple episodes of the show.
He has. He'll be on more.
So next up we got CC Rants.
Right, what are we ranting about?
We're talking
Yes.
about N64.
Oh, we're still doing that. Good.
Yeah, good.
You know what else we should rant about someday?
What?
Rumors and leaks about things in the video game world. Whether we think they...
You want to do that now?
Yeah, might as well.
All right, new rant. New spotlight, new rant.
Yeah.
This is great. We're going to make up our own questions for the next segment.
Yeah, because I was thinking about it. I don't like rumors. I don't like leaks. I like when it's controlled, it's released by at the proper time, they have the proper trailers. I don't like leaks. What do you think?
Yeah, I feel... see, because I hear them, and a lot of the time I'm just like, well, is this true? Is this accurate?
Mm-hmm.
And what worries me the most is that the reality changes to match the public perception
Bingo.
based on the leak.
Yeah.
you see that they leak that Nintendo's using an all touchpad controller, and Nintendo was like, "Well, we weren't going to do that, but people are thinking that maybe if we mix with cell phones." I don't like when they're true, and I don't like when they're false.
I know, it's a lose-lose. It's the same when they said there was no optical drive in the NX, so everybody's like, "Oh my God, there's no physical media."
Yeah,
but that ended up being wrong too. It's
That's
just
right.
People get this mindset, and there's a mob mentality. I don't like leaks.
And your initial reaction is what you're going to stick with. So exactly that is a great example.
Yeah.
Because it's no optical drive. Oh my God, it's no physical media. Nintendo's going all digital. What the fuck, Nintendo? I can't believe you're doing this. You fuck this every time. And then they come out and they say, "We're actually going to cartridges." No, man, no, I'm still not buying it. But they never said anything.
Yeah, I know.
They never came out and said anything.
It's all
and it happens to all the companies. It happens to all the game companies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It drives me crazy.
How many times did you hear The Last Guardian's dead, The Last Guardian's dead, The Last Guardian's never come out? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How many times have you heard Half-Life 3?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Rumors, Half-Life 3. Rumors, and Valve, they're sitting back there on their pile of money that they make from Steam, and they're like, "It's not happening, boys."
Yeah.
And every year people get angry because it doesn't get announced again, and they're like, it was never happening.
We told you.
You're mad about something that is never going to fucking happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, leaks aren't good. And it takes away, think of that moment when they came on stage and they said Shenmue 3.
Yeah. When they showed the trailer for Final Fantasy VII Remake, and everybody thought, "Oh, it's just going to be another PC port or something like that." Well, first they didn't even know what it was. And that reaction, that crowd, that excitement, you wouldn't have got that if it leaked a week before. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right.
I hate when people are robbed of that moment.
And it happens a lot.
All the time. And then do you think sometimes they leak it on purpose? Do you think some of these leaks aren't so leaky?
Yeah, I think some of the leaks are intentional.
Yeah.
Some of them are drips, not leaks.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? Because there's definitely situations, because you could see like a company who's sort of out of the light right now for a bit, and they're like, "Well, we need somebody to say something about us, so let's do a leak."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like...
Get back in the limelight for a bit.
I like when things are tight, when you don't hear anything.
Same here.
Like, what's Retro doing?
I know.
What are they doing?
Who knows? What does the NX look like?
What does it look like? Yeah, does it make waffles?
This is the console coming out in a matter of months.
The PS4K.
Like.
That's going to be out in fucking... That's going to be out this year.
Yeah, but that's got lots of rumors.
It does.
But we don't know what it looks like.
But Sony hasn't confirmed
Same with
anything.
NX, I guess you're right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. It's the same with the
Scorpio
NX
is another one. Like,
yeah, I mean, rumors are... I don't like them.
No, they're bad. I like when a company can say, "We're not going to talk about it, and if you work here, keep your fucking mouth shut."
Yep.
And everybody listens. And there's not some asshole on a computer somewhere going, "Well, they patented this design, which means that this is happening." Like,
it's the same with, what's it, Rob or Ryu in Smash Bros. That they knew was coming
Ryu.
out. Yeah,
because
they found out
his music was in there,
or a sound effect or something. Yeah, like, come on, that ruins it.
So stop doing it, people. You're taking away the surprise. If any of our listeners are the guys that contribute to these leaks,
I don't think they are.
Probably not.
Yeah,
all right,
maybe FitNat.
Yeah, Fitbit. He could be doing
FitNat. I know it wouldn't be you.
Yeah. All right. So I think that's it for rants. It's a good rant. I like that.
All right. Good.
Off the cuff.
Yeah. There you go.
If we had cuffs.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. So next up we got
answers.
Yeah. So that told you that's the next T-shirt Curtis wants.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I
look forward to seeing this.
Okay, so next up we got
CC
answers.
All right. What do we got? We got a lot of questions? I didn't even check.
We have a few questions. I wouldn't say we have a lot of questions.
That's good.
So first up, we got from Mighty Q Dog. He said, so that's at Mighty Q Dog, DAWG. He says, P1, question. Do people say loose lips sink ships where you work? Or would that earn someone an ass kicking? I thought about it, Eric, and, no, man, no.
No, they don't say it, or no, it wouldn't be an ass kicking?
I don't think I've ever had anybody say that where I work. That would definitely... We do have... So when we're doing our practice wars, we have posters up on the wall that says loose tweets sink fleets.
Ooh.
And then they took Twitter away from us when we all made fun of it.
That's pure gold.
So we're terrified that they'll actually cut our lips off if we make fun of it. But no, I've never heard that phrase came from World War II when everybody was super paranoid that German spies would overhearing everything. Yeah. When there was actual danger in the Navy, as opposed to now where I probably shouldn't talk about that.
Moving on.
So thanks for your question, Eric. Next up, we have J-Rock the Game Rocker.
Woo!
That's at J-Rock Game Rocker on Twitter. And he's asking, what shall we be drinking at the Bill BQ?
Ooh. What do you have in mind?
J-Rock, I normally like to keep my beer sort of light, a lager. So I would probably be going with either the Mill Street Organic, because I know that Mill Street is initially brewed in Ontario.
Oh.
So it'd be cool.
Fresh.
I went to a Mill Street brewery in Newfoundland, and I enjoyed it. It'd be that or something simple like a Coors Light, Bud Light. I generally don't like to drink to levels of intoxication around big groups of people that I'm not super comfortable with because I tend to make really bad decisions when I'm drunk.
It would make for a great video, though.
It would make for, maybe, or evidence.
Yeah.
So I'm probably going with Mill Street Organic, maybe a Coors Light, Bud Light type thing. We'll see. I know it's bring your own bill, so
Yeah.
so I'll be doing that. I'm wondering if that can be heard by the camera.
That can definitely be heard. Maybe not.
Nope, it's not.
All right, let's move on.
There's a truck or something backing up outside there.
Yeah.
So Nick, thanks for your question, J-Rock, and I am looking forward to sharing a cold one with you, my friend.
Keep on rocking them beers.
What are you going to be drinking at the BBQ?
Bill BQ.
I don't care what anyone else is drinking, just J-Rock.
Bring your own bill.
Next up, we got Diego Avila at A Latino Lawyer.
Diego!
And he asks, can you really get Sigilleria from having grown up with only the Genesis? He's just asking for a friend.
Hypothetically.
Yeah, hypothetically. I don't even know I don't know if that's a real disease or if that's a made-up Sega disease.
No, that's real. That's real.
Yeah? So why don't you answer that one then?
Look, it turns Sonic's arms blue.
Really?
He's only just getting over that now.
Because all he
Back
had
to
was
being
the Genesis.
tan, yeah.
So it took Sonic moving to Nintendo
Right.
to get his arms from blue back to tan.
Right. Man, people were really upset about that. But yeah, maybe you can, I don't know. Who grew up with the Sega? I mean, they all seem like normal, fine people.
Low.
Oh. I guess I should have thought about this more.
Thanks for your question, Diego.
I love you, though.
Next up, we have a question from Bonus Barrel, from Rob specifically.
Yep.
And we have one question that's not on here that we'll jump to. It says, at Bonus Barrel, says, we asked this on our show, now I ask you too.
Yes.
Who is the most handsome video game character?
They got it right on their show when they said Drake.
You're really sticking with Nathan Drake.
Dude,
the most handsome
who is
video-
more handsome than Nathan Drake?
Edge?
No. Okay, first of all, let's pick. You could say it is in your mind. Are you picturing him a handsome, grizzled guy? I can't. I'm not in your head. I don't know.
He's like Bradley Cooper with like...
Oh, boy.
Buzz
That's Drake.
Drake.
That is Drake.
No. Drake, I'm not discounting Drake's attractiveness.
All right, good.
Or his sex appeal, because he's got that dangerous Indiana Jones bad boy thing. But he's just a carbon copy of Indy. With more jokes.
Indiana Jones is not attractive.
Are you telling me Harrison Ford's not a beautiful man?
No, I am not telling you that at all. He is not a beautiful man. He's a good guy. He's a good actor.
When Harrison Ford...
I would let Nathan Drake eat crackers in bed. Harrison Ford, he'd have to get out of the room.
You would kick Han Solo out of bed for eating crackers.
Maybe.
You're crazy.
I'm talking Indy. Yeah.
You are crazy.
You're saying Indiana Jones is better looking than Nathan Drake.
Yeah. Yeah, because he's the original thing.
All right, we'll put
You know what I mean?
We'll put a poll
He's the
up.
original.
We'll put a
It's just
poll
like
up.
Madonna's more beautiful than Britney Spears. She's the original. Britney
No,
Spears
she
is just a
isn't.
copy.
Well, actually, that's a tough call. That's a tough call.
Somebody's going to tell me Madonna's a copy of Marilyn Monroe or something like that. I don't know.
Well, she beats all that.
Yeah.
But, all right, so what's your answer? You going with Edge?
No, I'm going to go Shepard. Commander Shepard.
Generic.
He's not generic.
He is.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite podcast on iTunes. He's got the shaved head. He saves the galaxy. What does Drake save? Money.
Who cares? We're not about attractiveness.
I don't. You know what? I'd be fine with
conversation. Let's
attractive.
move on. Thanks,
All right.
Rob.
Good question, Rob. So next up, our last question.
What did Shelby answer on the podcast? I can't even remember what she answered.
I think she said Rob.
I think she did too.
So next up, we have William Vega at JJ198620004.
He's going to hook us up with some Mexican food.
He is. We do have a Mexican friend, it turns out.
Yep.
So he wants to know, P2, did you get your PS4 fixed, and how did you fix it?
I did get it fixed. There was a guy on Kijiji, which is also like Craigslist, I think, in the States, who fixed it for me. It was the power supply. So I just had to pay for the power supply, and I gave him $20. Nice guy. Everything's fixed. Yeah. That's all it was. Broken power supply. Apparently that's pretty common.
Last question, Donnie. He wants to know, why do people buy a ton of shovelware only to purge it later on down the line?
Good question. Who does that?
A lot of people.
Oh.
So when I started collecting, I bought a bunch of games that I didn't want and have since had to purge them from the console. I think a lot of it is overwhelming. People see games for cheap and they think, oh man, I want to have a wall of games behind me, without considering the quality of the games or whether or not you're ever going to play those games. And I think a lot of people, when they just get into the retro market, they'll see a bundle of games, say a box of NES or a box of Super Nintendo, and they just grab it all. Now, sometimes this works in your favor because you can flip a lot of it, make money to support the hobby.
Yeah. Bill does a great job with that.
Bill does a good job of it. A lot of people do. And as for me, it was a case of I wasn't sure when I started. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I wasn't sure how focused or widespread I wanted to be with my collection. And I think as you start buying more games, you start developing a sense of who you are as a collector. Then you essentially pare back. You start to realize you don't need a sealed copy of Tales of Symphonia Collector's Edition.
Yeah, I still see that.
Yeah, that's going soon.
I thought about taking my characters out, but then I realized I don't like the game. Oh, I meant to do something in the update too. I'll do it next week.
Okay.
That's great. But yeah, I've never really been a shovelware purchaser, so I can't really answer it. I've always been really, really picky about my games, which leads to a lot of arguments.
Yeah. I am more picky now, which next week's rant could possibly be discussing my N64 collection, what 13 games I plan to keep, and what games are going to be gone.
Yeah, well now we're going to get a bunch of comments. Maybe you can add some.
Yeah.
Anyway, this kept going.
That's it.
We're done.
Thanks for your question, Donnie.
Yeah, do you have like a script to close out the show?
I do have a script to close out the show. So if you're listening to this, if you're watching this on YouTube or listening to this on iTunes, please check out the website, www.CartridgeClub.org. Along with our podcast and videos, you can find many other great podcasts and blogs there. They're all waiting for your enjoyment. As well, if you are already listening to this or watching this on the website and you're a member of the Cartridge Club and you enjoy it and you would like to help it grow, there is a Cartridge Club Patreon at www.patreon.com/CartridgeClub, where you can go where every cent donated goes directly into the website and improving it to give it better features and functions to make it a better overall experience for the whole community. That being said, I want to thank everybody for listening and watching. We'll see you again next week. And you're also going to get a Cartridge Club episode on the same day that you're getting this episode.
Yeah, that's right.
And then a Fandango on Tuesday. So your feed is going to get blown up.
Boom.
That's all we got.
All right. Well, see you next week.